robots in the field, essentially, or autonomous equipment for broadacre crop production was seen as something that Olds College and the Olds College Smart Farm needed to really get ahead of, back when the Smart Farm was first established in 2018. And so this great relationship formed with DOT Technology Corporation at the time, which is now obviously owned by Raven Industries, to allow the college to utilize the DOT platform, or now the Omni platform, as a vehicle to really build out some expertise and understanding on autonomous equipment for seeding, spraying, and spreading, and other activities, I guess, for broadacre crop production. So while the DOT equipment, or the Omni equipment, obviously forms a large portion of the work that we're doing with Core 002, this overall project is broader than DOT or Omni, in that we are really just focused on evaluating the overall efficiency improvements, such as labor efficiency, fuel efficiency, and logistical efficiency of autonomous equipment versus conventional equipment. And it just so happens the DOT equipment, or the Omni equipment, was really the most available, or the most readily available equipment that we could deploy on the farm to operate it at scale and collect data at scale to allow us to do those comparisons with conventional equipment. We've had the same issues or struggles with everything just happening a lot slower than we would like to, just partly because of COVID, and needing to grow the team and grow the expertise that we need to do these types of evaluations and operation of this very specialized equipment in the field. But that's now all we have, this tremendously talented team right at Olds College that is leading all of this work, and working really side by side and hand in hand with these developers like Raven to build new solutions for things like synchronous operation in the field, where there's one person operating a conventional piece of equipment and operating the autonomous equipment and supervising that autonomous equipment in the field at the same time. So there's hardware and software solutions that are being developed in conjunction with our project, with these industry partners and technology developers, which is tremendous to see, because we originally set out just to evaluate and compare, but with the expertise and the team that we're building and that relationship that we're building with our industry partners, we're able to actually also accelerate the development of some of these autonomous solutions specifically for synchronous operation. So yeah, I guess that's sort of a low and a high at the same time, where the expertise and the need to develop that team took longer than we would have liked. But now that we're off and running, it's really been tremendous to watch the interaction with our industry partners. One of the other highs I really wanted to highlight for this project, and really all of our projects, is the student integration has been beyond what anybody has ever expected. So again, with CAAIN funding and the other funding sources that we have for these types of activities, we're blessed with the ability to hire students to work alongside our subject matter experts and our lead operators to gain that really critical and unique skill set of understanding and operating autonomous equipment that is really unavailable anywhere else. Because we have that equipment operating on our smart farm, and we have the need to operate it for 1,000 acres on our smart farm, they're right out there, boots on the ground, operating it for our own crop production purposes, as well as collecting all the data and monitoring all of the stops and all of the issues that are still a challenge for autonomous equipment. It's still relatively prototype stage. There's still some kinks to work out, and so the students are right there in the field with the team in learning about the whole functionality of autonomous equipment. This is another one that the project fits so well with the overall CAAIN mandate, because it's all about automating solutions in ag. So it was an obvious fit to apply for CAAIN funding for this project because at the time, like I said, Olds College recognized the need to try to get in front of and be a leader in providing training and demonstration for autonomous equipment. But there's no way we'd be able to be diving in to, you know, generate as much data and learn as much as we are and provide as much training potential for the students that are engaged in this project without the CAIN funding. We'd be doing something related to autonomous equipment, but it definitely wouldn't be as robust and as full scale as it currently is without the CAIN support. Sort of tongue-in-cheek answer to that is that if anybody's thinking that we're there's just going to be robots everywhere and everything's going to be fully autonomous and no decision making is even going to be required, we're never going to see that. We're never going to get to that point. But these robots, these autonomous solutions, these data platforms, and the ability to collect terabytes and terabytes of data are all going to be used in a more efficient way to support real-time decision making. So the farm of tomorrow, I think, really is about, or it's going to be leveraging all these tools and all of these technologies to make better decisions at a more granular scale. So rather than treating an entire field or an entire, region the same, we're going to be able to have the data insights to manage each individual zone, so to speak, in a more efficient way to improve overall productivity, sustainability, and profitability on a zone by zone or subsection by subsection basis, rather than blanket applying across an entire region. And it's robots, it's data, and it's artificial intelligence and machine learning that is going to support that. It's not going to drive it all. It's going to support the human decision making aspect of farming and food production. When I first started this journey down smart farm and ag technology, I that resonated with me really early on, was that all of this is really cool, except what it really is all about is mitigating risk as much as possible, because there's so much that farmers have zero control over when it comes to growing food. Weather and weather fluctuations being a major one, and market volatility being another, and the list goes on and on. Data and technology is really all about helping them make decisions in real time to mitigate that risk as much as possible. But it's a really fun project, and it's really helping us recruit some really high quality students to our research program every summer. Because when they hear that summer students within the Olds College Center for Innovation get to operate DOT, they come knocking at our door. So it's a really great recruitment mechanism for us, but we're also learning a lot and being able to provide some really unique training. So it's a really fun project.